Hey everybody, GravyTrain here. Another episode of GravyTraining. This is the third installment of at least our pilot of the Astroneer Let's Play. So I have gone ahead and I'm starting to expand up here into the mountains a little bit, and I wanted to show you a few things. So I did grab a couple of research items that are on these kind of pylon looking things out here. That one and that one there. There's also a research item you can see up on that little hill up there. And there's one right here that I'm going to bring back with me. I've got some research running back to base right now as well. And also I wanted to show you some of the plants that are around. So most of the fauna in the game is somewhat hostile or dangerous to you. If you take care of it before you get close, you'll generally be okay. Not all of it. So you notice too, like this ground that has this extra pattern on it, this is hard soil. So it's going to be more difficult for me to get through. Go ahead and get this one up here too. So, okay, that's what I was hoping for. Just, whoops. And as I end up all over the place, let me go back and top off on some oxygen. That was where I was digging before. Mind you, these are also, so you can see these are giving a little bit more. There's generally like 4 or 5 of these on these kind of plants. And these are the ones that fell from up above. These tend to give decent. One more around here somewhere, but I'm not going to like run myself out of oxygen to try to find it. Maybe grab this one. Nope, nothing out of that one. So anyhow, be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Get back to the oxygen. Let's grab that other research item, the other larger research item. And get back to base. Where is it? Alright, it's right here. You'll also notice in these trees that have this little kind of bow in them is another research item. So we'll actually grab that one. So these are the kinds of things you want to be aware of. If you hit F, you'll actually carry it and you can actually run a little bit better. And we just run this back to the base. Very soon we'll have a rover, a small rover or a tractor and a trailer that we can load these onto the back of, and makes this a lot quicker. But for now, first part of the game, do everything kind of manually. So, walking. Lots of back and forth. That's why absolutely you want to make these tethers and that kind of thing. So, we're going to go ahead and just grab this, drop it right in. We'll examine it. This is going to give us 360 bytes. It's going to take 15 minutes to do so. Let's throw another log in the fire. And now it's taking half that time. If we put some more organic on that platform, it will also do that. And you know what? I don't need power. During the day, that will actually track the sun and provide a little extra power. So I'm going to go grab that other one so that when this one is done, we have some extra. You can even see we've got some plants and some stuff up there. The mountains tend to be full of resources, full of research stuff. They are a good place to kind of head to initially. You kind of go up before you go down. I mean, you could start going down immediately too. It's not like there's creatures or anything you have to worry about. But you'll be more equipped deal with stuff when you get a few additional things. Basically, I'm working towards getting... Come on. I'm working towards getting... Damn it. Getting an oxygen tank, or a couple of extra oxygen tanks. I might as well grab these. You really want to focus on grabbing this stuff as much as you can, as they regen every day. So grab all of these when you find them, because they will, maybe little, but they will add up quickly. You end up doing a lot of research. Granted, you get down to the caves, those things are all over the place. But doesn't hurt to get that. So we're going to drop this off. And we'll grab those couple of training things again. And maybe by that point, then we will actually be able to start researching some useful stuff. These ones have not respawned. Gotten them to respawn. Anything worthwhile here? Nope. Nick. The research item, grab that. Run back to the base. There are better and better of these the further away from your kind of base you go. You'll eventually start getting stuff that's much more worthwhile, generates considerably more. You can also create a second research facility, but long term, it's not really going to help us much. So, you know what? Let me see where we're at. Let's take a look at our research. Once again, it's on our research catalog. I think, yeah, you can just hit tab to pull this up directly. So what I am looking for, alright, so we've got boost mods, drill mods allow us to go into that compacted soil better. Extenders are useful, but not right at this point. Canister. Beacon. Why could I not find a beacon before? So, I don't quite need that yet. Packager is definitely useful as well. So Packager will allow you to put things back into a box to transport them. So this is what I want, is a small oxygen tank. I want to be able to add a couple of these so that I can go a little bit further underground. Not so much worried about the power. But it looks like within 1 minute I will have enough to get that. So while we're starting that, let's decide where we're going to go underground. Now there are these ready-made little holes. We could just use one of these, and that's probably what we'll do to start. So let me craft up a good number of whatever they're called, tethers. I've got a couple sitting up here. Let's craft these. Consider getting another canister too, but for right now, that's fine. And then I can always craft more of these. So let us now these tethers will go through the ground. You can just kind of pull back to hit the brakes. It's going to be a little bit dark until we get a little further along and get some lights. And we've hit a big drop off. So, you want to carefully, you don't want to dig yourself into a hole, kind of like slant that stuff down, hold control, and walk forward carefully, and you can just build your ramp straight down. And let's go back up and make sure we've got some tethers coming down here. The tethers down here serve several nice purposes. One, you can always find your way back, and there is one. We just got 56 bytes. So now we have enough small oxygen tank, and now we can craft that. Small oxygen tank requires glass. We're going to need to find some zinc, and we're going to need to get a smelting furnace. So let's head. There's a nice open area over here. Let's head this way. All right, and off in the distance there, you can see those things. Remember, if you unholster your terrain tool, you don't have to actually go all the way over there. You can select them at a distance. And there's some here. So already we used almost all of it. We're already back up to like 500. That's how quickly that stuff goes. Now, these things, I'm just going to go ahead. Now, these have poison. You don't want to get too close to them. And notice both of these dropped an item. Scan them. Now, there are some that drop seeds. You can't scan the seeds. They will say research item. Sometimes things will get attached to the top. You just want to clear out these hazards, gather up the research. Out of the way. And decide where we're going from there. Well, I don't see some organic, more plants, more research. Go ahead and grab these. Let's clear this stuff out. Don't forget your oxygen. Let's go this one, this one. Clear all these out. Always remember to scan those little pieces. Alright, and that's one thing we're looking for over there, that blue-green glow. That is the raw material of aluminum. We're going to want to go gather that. And there's some in the wall here. You can find aluminum and copper and zinc down in the caves. You can find compound, resin, clay, and ammonia or ammonium down here. So we have to refine this to use it, but this is actually what we need to unlock the container up there too, so get all loaded up on this. 2 more slots. We're definitely going to use this stuff, so alright. And we're full. So let's go ahead and head back. Again, we know the way back nice and easily because of the trail of beacon or of tethers, and we can get back to where we were then too. Tethers are your friend, and they provide light and everything else. Let's get back up here. And I'll also run over there really quick and open up that research unit. Show you guys what that's like. Search those as we run. And so some of these require power. Some of these require a resource. And then inside, you'll find that item. You could just scan it, and you would get like a smaller amount. But if you actually process it in the researcher, you'll get considerably more. So we're going to get a little bit. Well, we're going to go ahead and drop this in there because this should yield a pretty good amount. Yeah, so look at how big this is. This would have given maybe 250 bytes. And over 7.5 minutes, it's going to give that amount. So we need a little bit more organic anyways. So let's run out here and let's clear this stuff away. You can just kind of quickly run across the ground here so you don't accumulate too much or anything like that, or dig too deeply. I realize I'm going to be dropping all the stuff. I'll go back in and pick it up in a little bit. Let's throw some fuel on there, and let's take a look at our research. First, let's drop a few of these. Alright, so what do we need? We need zinc. Or no, not zinc. We need, zinc is the other stuff. We need silicone. So the silicone is pink. We should also find that down there. But let's grab this. This. can also get mods later on, like an inhibitor mod that will keep you from actually digging, that you can just get the stuff on the surface. There's lots of useful gadgets and gizmos and all that. But that gives us plenty of fuel to keep our engine going. Let's also take this off. A lot of these things we can set by themselves. You just have to wire up into power. So, for example, we can just do this, and then this will be connected. It doesn't have to use an item. That only works for items that are single. And that's what those extenders do too. So the extender is basically this base platform that you can extend out the power connectivity of a circuit. And it's also like unidirectional, so you can control the kind of the flow. So there is zinc. Zinc is going to turn into a dark metal. Got the graphite, not what we need. That is just used kind of in general by itself. The compound, or no, I'm sorry, the organic, we can smelt into carbon. Laterite, it turns into aluminum. So let's take a look. Let's see. So we want this level. Want this smell. Okay, so we can craft a tractor and a trailer. We don't have quite enough to get both of them yet. Alright, so the smelting furnace we want. It only costs $250. We're grabbing it. Soil centrifuge we also probably want. And we will want a chemistry lab. We're going to grab the centrifuge right now. And let's go ahead and grab the tractor. That not feeding. And you can also get larger generators, which will run on coal, and all that good stuff. So, you know what? This is a pretty good wrapping up point for this episode. So we were able to do some research. We were able to go underground, find some new resources. We were able to unlock. Well, let's go ahead and craft. What do we need? Oh, we need the glass for the oxygen tank. Let's do a real quick run and see if there's any zinc down there. There might be some up by the mountain. There might be some down here. Let's just do a quick run. See what we can see. Those spawn after a fairly modest timer. So that is more aluminum. Which aluminum will open that. So grab some. Let's get some oxygen. A little bit of aluminum. Open up that research pod. I really would like oxygen tank. Oxygen is one of the biggest limiting factor, especially down here. Grab that, take that back with us. Easy to get turned around here, so be careful. Run some tethers that way. I'm out of tethers. And I got nothing to craft them. Alright. Well, let's head back to the surface. I'm going to take a quick peek over here, though. Just in case. There is... Alright, so there is a medium generator we just found. That will definitely happen. I don't see any of... the whatever it is, the no, it's quartz. Quartz turns into glass in this game. So we'll bring this back out. Or no, this is actually scrap. Sometimes you'll find working ones. This one is not. I can just toss this aside. And all right, so let's just take a quick look. Yeah, 360, not all that much. 360. So we will put this. Damn it. This in there. Get another 1350. That going. Now, right now, it's barely struggling. It looks like it takes 3. Small solar is generating at least some. So we have more organic. It's up here. And yeah, that is a good time to wrap up this episode. So this was episode 3. If you like it, hit a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, all the YouTube things that you know very well by now. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hoping to grab some new blood, and both for Astroneer and Dungeon Boss and whatever else we may end up start playing. So thanks for watching, and you have a great day.